You hear me saying?
What I've been waiting to hear and wanting to hear and thinking to myself, but not believing, really.
What does that mean to you to embrace that truth?
That I was a victim.
And you're beating yourself up now, 10 years later,
Yes.
for the fact that you were victimized by a predator when you were 13, 14 years old.
Yes, it didn't really hit me until I got older and realized how wrong it was.
But it wasn't wrong on your part, it was wrong
Right.
on their part. If a 24-year-old having relations with a 14-year-old is a predator that is exploiting a child, if that is how this stacks up in your mind, stand up right now. Look around the room right now. You talk about people judging you. Look at the faces of these people right now. Do you see judgment or do you see compassion?
Sorry, I'm gonna cry. Somebody understands. I've just never felt understood, really.
And how does that feel?
It feels like a relief. It feels like a weight lifted off my shoulders. That's what I just wanted somebody to tell me, what I've been waiting to hear.
And can you tell it to yourself?
Yes, now that you told me.
But you have to tell it to yourself as well. Because it's the truth. You'll sit down. I know there are those of you here that get it, that you've been in this situation. Is there anybody here that wants to say anything to Gracelyn?
Thank you, Dr. Phil. My name's Sandra. I'm a teacher. I'm a mom of a 30-year-old daughter, and I just wanted to say I hope you really take in your heart all of us standing up for you. And I understand the suicide and turning all that anger and angst inward, but it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem, and you're a wonderful human being. And like Dr. Phil said, the men that did that should be in the penitentiary. They really should. You're lovely, you did nothing wrong, you were lonely and you made a choice. And today you could change that because we're all right there for you.
The important thing is that so many young people right now need to hear what you're saying. Only by coming here today and giving your feelings a voice, only by, you could have stayed home and said, oh man, last thing I want to do is go out in public and talk about this. But something inside you said, no, I'm not going to hang my head in shame.
I'm so sick of it.
I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go and reach out for help. And I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to try to get a foothold and get a start. And you can't do that if you don't give your feelings a voice and reach out. And you've done that. And I can't tell you, number one, how proud I am of you for doing that. And number two, how many people, there are millions of people watching this right now. I can't tell you how many young women, young girls are watching this right now saying, wow, you're using your life right now. And there are those that are saying, I can't deal with this alone. I need to reach out. I need to talk to somebody. I need to give this a voice because maybe there's something for me to grab onto. And that's important that you're using your life. And this is a first step. Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.